Have you ever heard of a place that exists only for a few hours, before vanishing without a trace? Deep in the forests of Madhya Pradesh, India, locals whisper tales of such a place. It is a temple that materializes under the light of the full moon and disappears before the sun rises. They call it the Chand Mandirtha, Temple of the Moon. The story begins centuries ago with a wandering monk named Devdutt. He arrived in the region of Mandalshwar claiming a goddess had appeared in his dreams. She told him her temple was buried beneath the forest, waiting for the light of the full moon to reveal it. The villagers were skeptical, but Devdutt was unshakable. Every night, he meditated by the river, his faith absolute. Then, on the first full moon of the monsoon season, something incredible happened. A soft golden glow pulsed from deep within the forest. Drawn by curiosity, the villagers followed the light, and what they discovered would become a legend for generations. There, in a clearing where nothing stood before, was a small stone temple, draped in moss and ancient vines, shimmering under the moonlight. Its walls were etched with strange celestial carvings, stars, moons, and faces hiding in shadows. Inside, they found an idol of a goddess. Her eyes were wide open, and they seemed to glisten as if lit from within. Watching them, the air was thick with the scent of jasmine. It felt sacred, ancient, and otherworldly. But the most chilling part came at dawn. When the villagers returned, the clearing was empty. The temple had vanished. The only evidence it was ever there was the faint scent of jasmine lingering in the air and a subtle impression of stone on the damp earth. From that night on, the Chand Mandir became a local legend. On every full moon, people from surrounding villages would gather at the edge of the forest, hoping to catch a glimpse of the phantom temple. Some swore they saw its stone structure rise from the ground, while others only saw a fleeting flicker of light dancing between the trees. The brave few who dared to venture closer reported a sudden drop in temperature, a strange silence that deafened the sounds of the jungle, and a feeling that time itself was slowing down. For decades it remained a story, a piece of folklore told around campfires, but in 1972, a group of archaeology students from Bhopal decided to uncover the truth. They were determined to document the phenomenon, armed with cameras, journals, and scientific equipment. They set up camp near the forest, waiting. For 4 full moons, they saw nothing. They were about to dismiss it all as a myth. But on their 5th visit, everything changed. Their journals describe a sudden, unnatural mist that rolled over the trees, blanketing the clearing. As the moon reached its highest point in the sky, the unmistakable outline of a stone temple began to take shape within the fog. It was real. Excitedly, they rushed forward, snapping photos and collecting samples of moss and soil from the temple's base. They worked through the night, documenting every detail of the impossible structure. But the mystery only deepened. When they tried to develop their photos, the camera reels were completely blank, every single one. It was as if the film had never been exposed to light. And when they returned to the clearing the next morning, not only was the temple gone, but all their scientific equipment was scattered and half buried in the mud, as if a powerful force had tossed it aside. One student later wrote that throughout the night, he heard soft rhythmic chanting that seemed to come from all directions at once, even though they were completely alone. The experience left them shaken, with no proof and more questions than answers. Today, the people of Mandalshwar hold a deep respect and fear for that part of the forest. They strictly avoid it on full moon nights. They warn that those who enter when the temple appears are never the same again. Some stories tell of people who lose their sense of time, emerging from the woods days later with no memory of what happened. Others are found wandering in a daze, speaking languages no one understands, or unable to recognize their own families. Even modern technology has failed to explain the Chand Mandir. Satellite images taken of the area on full moon nights show a faint square-shaped anomaly, a shadow in the exact location of the clearing. But during the day, or on any other night, that shadow is gone. Scientists have proposed theories ranging from a complex optical illusion caused by lunar reflections and atmospheric moisture to localized magnetic fields. But none of these theories can explain the physical evidence, the chanting, or the profound effect it has on those who witness it. The locals have their own theory. They believe the temple isn't an illusion, but a doorway, a place where the veil between our world and the divine, perhaps even alien, realm becomes thin for just one night each month, a gateway that opens only for the chosen or the unfortunate. So if you ever find yourself near the forests of Mandalshwar during a full moon, and you see a strange golden light beckoning from between the trees, heed the local warnings. Don't follow it, because those who go searching for the Temple of the Moon sometimes get lost in its mystery, and never quite find their way back before sunrise. What do you think is happening in that forest? Is it a forgotten piece of ancient architecture with a scientific explanation we haven't found yet? Or is it something far stranger, something that exists in the space between reality and legend? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you love stories that explore the world's greatest mysteries, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.